Welcome. All right. This is the first part for the whole ear training process. Now, this is the first part. The first part is being able to pick 12 songs that you love. The reason you're doing them, the reason you're picking 12 songs that you actually love is because they have to mean something to you. They have to have some sort of emotional. They need to cause an emotional response within you. I can't give you these 12 songs, and the same 12 songs that work for me will not work for you, or may not work for you, simply because you have no attachment to these songs. This is why only some people can pick up certain tones with listening to certain songs, and not other songs. Or if you're say you're into rock music, classical music won't work for you if you don't like classical music. Or pop songs won't work for you if you don't like pop songs. If you're into rock and roll, if you're into punk, then podcast won't work for you. Neither will like folk songs, because they don't cause a emotional response within you. But if you like all styles of music, then you have a greater variety to choose from. So you have to pick songs that actually mean something to you in order for you to be able to have them inside your head and be able to recognize them as well. So they have to be songs that you love. If you don't love these songs, or if they don't cause an emotional reaction within you, then they're not going to do you any good. So my 12 songs will not be your 12 songs. Will not be your friend's 12 songs. It has to be something that's already within you, that you hear, you love, you can easily recognize, and you can hear in your head. Another thing is that you want to pick songs for the tone, which basically means you don't just want to pick 12 random songs because, say, they're all in the key of G. That's not going to do you any good. You have to have 12 songs that have 12 different tones, and that's where the difficulty comes in, is where you have to pick songs that some will be in G. You'll have one that starts in G, you'll have one that starts with E, or F, F sharp, G, G flat. They have to have different tones to start with. Now, if it's a G flat, F sharp, it doesn't matter whether the song is written in G sharp or F sharp. G flat or F sharp. It has to be the fact that it just starts with that tone, because the tone can be called either F sharp or G flat, and that's all we're focused on. We're not focused on if it's in the key of G flat or in the key of F sharp. Once you recognize the tone, then you want to go ahead and just focus on that one tone as opposed to the whole key signature. Now, by doing that, you'll at least be able to impress the tone inside of you. Now, there might be some people that'll say, yeah, they're two totally different tones, and technically the tone by itself, the pitch by itself, is neither G sharp nor, G flat or F sharp. The tone by itself is just the tone. The labels we're giving them, the names F sharp and G flat, are going to be attached to that tone, that pitch. So it doesn't matter whether the song is written in the key of F sharp or G flat, as long as we can identify the tone and separate it completely from all the other, from the rest of the song. That's the key to it, is that once you actually have the tone, then you focus only on the tone or pitch, and then assign those two names, those two labels, F sharp and G flat, to that one tone. So never mind if it's in the key of F sharp and you say G flat when you're actually working on the tone or pitch by itself. That's just to be able to label it and name it accurately. And as we go through the method, you'll understand why it doesn't really matter whether it's in the key of F sharp or G flat, or A sharp or B flat. We're focusing mainly on the tone, the pitch. But it has to be specific for that one song. Okay, so you'll pick a song, you'll identify the tone. It has to be a distinguished tone within it. Once you have that, then you'll be able to move forward. So you pick 12 songs that you love, and they're going to have to be different songs. Now, if you love classical music, if you love rock music, blues, if you like all kinds of music, it'll be easier for you to actually find 12 tones, as opposed to if you only stuck with one type of music and then you have to go through and try to find these tones. So by picking 12 songs that actually matter to you, not to me, not to your neighbor, not to a teacher, or your instructor, if you play whatever instrument you play and you go to you go to your instructor and they try to teach you using, here's a song, pick it up, play it over and over and you'll get it. It doesn't work that way. It has to mean something to you personally, so that way you can easily identify with it. Okay? That's the first part.